Allah Ta'ala knows the wholes, the fragments, the big things, and the tiny motes. He knows every secret. He knows the tiniest motes in earth and in the skies. He is the one who creates everything. Certainly, He knows the things He creates. Creating requires knowing. Some unfortunate people say that He does not know of every mote. They suppose that it is greatness and perfectness to not to know every mote. Likewise, by saying that Allah Ta'ala created something which they call the first intellect, willy-nilly, they suppose that this is perfection too. They are so ignorant that they think of ignorance as perfection. Suppose that it is an act of greatness to do something willy-nilly, like the forces recognized by the knowledge of physics. They fabled something great, called the great first cause. They say that everything comes to being from it. According to them, the creator of the worlds and heavens and all their contents is at the same time someone who is incapable and ineffective. To this fakir, Hadrat Imam Rabbani means himself, nobody on earth is more ignorant and baser than they are. And some other people think of them as scientists, as men of positive knowledge, and suppose that they know something and tell the truth. Allâhu Ta'ala is the speaker of one word from eternity in the past until eternity in the future. All His commandments are from that one word. All His prohibitions are again from that one word. Likewise, all His news and all His questions originate from that one word. The books Tawrat and Injil denote that one word. Also the Zabur and the Quran al-Karim signify that one word. Likewise, His other books and pages are all explanations of that one word. When eternity in the past and eternity in the future become one moment at that rank, despite their being infinite, even though it would not include the word one moment, we use the word one moment since there's no other word, the word which is in that one moment is also certainly one word, one letter, and even one dot. To say one dot, like saying one moment, is due to there being no other appropriate word. Otherwise, it would not be correct to even say one dot. The wideness and the narrowness in Allah Himself and in His attributes are not like those which we know and which we are familiar. He is far from being wide or narrow, which is an attribute for creatures. Good news, believers will see Allah Ta'ala in paradise, but they will see Him by way of a seeing which is not known. Seeing something which is not known or comprehended will be seeing which is not comprehended. Maybe the one who sees will go into a state that cannot be understood and then will see. This is a mystery, a puzzle, which has been communicated to the distinguished ones of the awliya in this world. This profound, difficult matter, which is hidden to everybody, has been revealed to them. It has not been understood, with the exception of the Ahl Sunnat, neither by groups of believers nor by any individual among the disbelievers. All but those great people said that Allah Ta'ala could not be seen. Others went wrong because they likened the things which they did not know to those which they saw. It is obvious that such comparisons and measurements will give wrong results. Footnote, today many people are drifting towards eternal disaster by losing their iman because of this wrong measurement and comparison. End of footnote. To be blessed with the honor of iman, belief in profound matters such as these, falls to one's lot only in the light of obeying the sunnat, that is, the ahkam-i-islamiyya of Muhammad alayhi salam. How can they be honored with attaining this blessing, those who are deprived of the honor of believing in seeing Allah Ta'ala in paradise in light of the famous saying, quote, "He who rejects will be deprived," end quote. On the other hand, it's not suitable to be in paradise and not see Him, for Islam says that all of those in paradise will see. It does not say that some of them will see and others will not see Him. We will quote for them the answer which Hadrat Musa gave to the Pharaoh, which Allah Ta'ala declares through the 51st and 52nd ayats of Surah Al-Taha. Pharaoh said, "What became of those who came and passed before us? Musa alayhi salam said in response, "My Allah knows their states and futures. It is written in Lawh Mahfuz. My Allah never goes wrong or forgets anything. As for me, I am merely a born slave like you. I know only as much as He lets me know." Paradise is also a creature of Allah Ta'ala, as everything is. Allah Ta'ala does not enter or stay in any of His creatures, but His divine lights appear on some of His creatures, and others do not have that talent. The mirror reflects the images of the things opposite itself, but stone or soil does not reflect them. Though Allah Ta'ala is in the same nisbat or relation to each of His creatures, the creatures are not the same in respect to one another. Allah Ta'ala cannot be seen in the world. This world is not convenient for attaining the blessing of seeing Him. He who says that He can be seen here is a liar, a slanderer. He has not understood the truth. If this blessing were attainable in this world, Hazrat Musa alayhi salam would have seen Him before anybody else. Our Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam was honored with this good luck in the Miraj. The Miraj is the Prophet Muhammad's ascent to heaven. Yet it did not happen in this world. He went into paradise. He saw Him there. That is, he saw Him as He will be seen in the next world. He did not see Him in the world. While being in the world, he went out of the world, went into the next world, and saw Him. Allah Ta'ala is the creator of the worlds and heavens. He is the one who created mountains, seas, trees, fruits, metals, germs, animals, atoms, electrons, and molecules. As He ornamented the first heaven with stars, so He ornamented the earth by creating human beings. He created simple substances, elements. Compounds came into being through His creation. He is the one who created everything out of nothing. Everything other than Him was non-existent. None of them is eternal. All righteous religions declare that everything other than Allah Ta'ala came to being later, while having been non-existent, and that there is nothing eternal except Allah Ta'ala. They say that those who know others as eternal are disbelievers. Imam-e-Ghazali, the proof of Islam, said in his book Al-Munqidhu An-il-Dilal, reproduced by Offset Press by Hakikat Kitabavi, that he who knows anybody besides Allah Ta'ala as eternal is a kafir, an unbeliever. The Quran al-Karim communicates that those who know the heavens, the stars, and other things as eternal are liars. There are many ayat-i karimas showing that the alams were created out of nothing. Extremely dissolute is the person who contradicts the Quran by following his mind, which may go wrong at any time. Unless Allah Ta'ala gives light to a person, he will not be enlightened. As human beings are creatures, so are all of their deeds and actions. They are Allah Ta'ala's creatures, for nobody besides Him can make or create anything. How can a creature create another while it itself has been created? The stamp of createdness denotes little power and signifies insufficient knowledge. He who has little knowledge and power cannot create or invent. In man's action, what falls to his lot is a result of his acquiring. That is, action has been produced through his power and will. It is Allah Ta'ala who has created and made that action, and it is man who has acquired it. As is seen, the optional actions of men, those which they do willingly, happen from their acquiring and Allah Ta'ala's creating. If man's acquiring or option, that is, his liking, does not take part in his action, that action turns into convulsions. It becomes like the movement of the stomach or the beating of the heart. However, it is obvious that optional actions are not like them. The difference between optional actions and convulsions, though they are both created by Allah Ta'ala, is in the acquiring. Pitying His born slaves, Allah Ta'ala made the creation of their actions dependent upon their intention and wish. He creates man's action when man wants. It is for this reason that man is responsible. The blessing or the sin of the action is then given to man. The intention, the option, which Allah Ta'ala has given to His born slaves, is equal in doing or not doing the action. He declared clearly to His born slaves through His prophets what actions are good or bad to do or not to do. Man, being free to do or not to do each of his actions, will for certain choose one of them. The action will either be good or bad, and he will receive either a blessing or a sin. Allah Ta'ala has given His born slaves as much power, energy, and option, liking or choosing, as to obey His commands and prohibitions. There is no need for Him to give any more ability. He has given as much as is necessary. He who does not believe in this is a person who cannot realize things easily. Because his heart is sick, he looks for pretexts for not obeying the Ahkam-i-Islamiyya. Footnote: Allah Ta'ala willed in pre-eternity to give to mankind the power of option, and to let mankind choose freely the things they want to do or not to do. He never forces men to do something. The reason for mankind having the power of option is because Allah Ta'ala willed it to be so. The freedom that mankind has in doing what he wishes clearly indicates that mankind has the power of option. As well, it denotes that Allah Ta'ala willed it in pre-eternity to be that way. If He had not willed mankind to have the power of option, and if He had not created it in them, then man would not be free, but would be obliged to do the thing he wished for. However, when a man wishes and wills to do something, Allah Ta'ala also wills it and creates it. Allah Ta'ala is the only creator of the things men opt for. A man cannot create and then do any of his own wishes. After he wills something, then Allah Ta'ala also wills it and creates it. He, Allah Ta'ala, is the only creator and maker of everything. There is no creator other than Him. To call anyone other than Him creator, or to say someone created, is very wrong and is an act of making someone a shareholder, a partner with Allah Ta'ala, which is what He most emphatically prohibited and informed that such people will experience an endless and most vehement torment. All of this which we have stated concerns profound matters involving the knowledge of Kalam. Their easiest and clearest explanation consists of what we have written here. We have to believe what the savants of the right way have communicated. We shouldn't busy ourselves with discussing or researching them. Couplet: attacking is not good in all circumstances. Digging in is better in some instances. Having mercy upon His born slaves, Allah Ta'ala sent them prophets, alayhimus salawatu wa taslimat.